The purpose of this video is to explain how to add a task to a unit so that students can see it in their calendar in ManageBac. First thing I will do is sign in, and once I sign in I'll get the standard overview of all my classes, and if I want to add a task to a specific unit I must select the class I wish to enter this a task for. So when you hover over classes without clicking, you'll get a drop-down menu of all your classes. I will select my MYP class. If you have not entered your DP classes, they won't appear. But you don't have to enter your MYP classes for them to appear. When I get to my overview for the class, I know I'm within this class because it's written up here. When I click on units, I will see a list of all the units that are being delivered in this class. And you can see here's the schedule of the units, and up here is the current unit. Now in Year 10 Science, energy is not the unit, this is just an example. So I want to enter a task. I click on tasks and I'm brought to this menu which is about entering tasks. If I had entered some tasks for this class already, they would appear here and I'd be able to click on them. I'm going to add a new task. So if I click on add a new task, I'm taken to a task entry screen. The name for this unit is Energy Usage Essay. It is linked to the unit Energy. It is a summative assessment, and I can choose category. In this case is an essay. If when you click on categories you see that there's not something you want there, you can come over to Manage Categories here and you'll be able to enter any type of assessment category you want. But I want this to be an essay. I will choose MYP because local is for schools that do other types of curriculum. Say for example an American school that's running McREL standards. In terms of my assessment criteria, I'm going to choose criterion A and B. If I were to tick task-specific criteria, what will happen is the criteria chosen will open and I can edit the statements within each of these descriptors. However, I'm not interested in doing that. I want to use the generic task-specific criteria, so I've ticked A and B. I can enter details here. Students will, or actually I want to refer to them directly because they're going to read this. You will write an essay on energy conservation. If I want to have them submit this online into ManageBac, I can enable the Dropbox. This will allow me to annotate their assignments directly. If I want them to know about this via email, I click on Notify Email. If I wish to check for plagiarism, I can enable Turn It In, and ManageBac will automatically check their essays against the Turnitin database and feed back to me the percentage of plagiarism right within ManageBac. I need to set a date and a time. This is probably the most important part because you are not allowed to set a task without a date and a time. I'm going to make this due on September 28th at 9 a.m. If I have any instructions that I want to add to this, or say a blank form, I can upload files here. I can upload as many files as I want. That's my task. So I will come down here to Add Task and click. Once I've clicked, the task will appear in my class. Notice the structure. Task was successfully created. It gives me the date. It's set a color. I can see the assessment rubric here. So can the students. And over here I've got Dropbox. If I click on Dropbox, what I would get here is a list of all my students and some information. And this is where I would come to do any annotations. I'm finished now, so I go back to the overview of my class, and when I come here, I'll see a calendar and I'll see a list of the task. The reason this is not showing up in this view is because this is a dummy class with no students in it.